Hey guys, I'm back. I've been playing music for about 2.5 hours and I'm tired. And not only that, StreamYard went down a few times because, of course, I'm playing copyrighted music. Come on, I didn't create these music. So if I play a few, there are certain songs that are copyrighted. Then there are about two or three that I played that were, what's it called? The unclean version of it, let me put it that way. So that also goes against YouTube guidelines. Hold on one second. Okay, I'm back. Guys, how many times did StreamYard say no? Beat Man said no, Coffee said no. Who else did I play that said no? I don't know, somebody else. And I was online like 2.5, three, almost 3 hours playing music. We all know I'm not the owner of the music. It's copyrighted material, so that's gonna happen. The last thing that I'm seeing that StreamYard says is that it was suspended for policy violation. So I'm wanting to think that it had to do with some of the curse words in the song or something. But my song still remains. No bagalang talking. Do something. Do something. You hear me say? Yeah, so that is why some people who play music, they have to alter it a bit, and I don't have time for altering shit. I'm just here to play my music and get off of here. So I can understand, the material is copyrighted material. Of course, YouTube does have a policy where they pay the artists for their music and whatever. Um, so that is relatively new. I think I need to turn it on. But I did see it last week. So like last week when I was on here, I played music and there were like no interferences. And of course I got the message from YouTube to say that the I don't want to use the word proceeds. There's something called something about sharing. So the owners of the material, they get a cut from the video. You see what I'm saying? But that's not my interest. Yeah, there are ways, Indigo, but I'm not a DJ or whatever that plays music and stuff. Hey, behind the bar. I was on here playing music behind the bar, and of course, StreamYard got interrupted. You know what I'm saying? And probably one of my song them lick somebody in them head. When we play the conscience, if it do something, I probably that too. But normally, what happens is that the StreamYard will go down and then come back up. So it just is what it is. But I don't have time for that shit. I was enjoying myself. I'm not so well, but I had a blast, especially when I was playing the soca music and stuff. That was really cool. Got a little bit of exercise in, but it just is what it is. Yeah, Indigo, it can cause issues. It can. It can. So we were enjoying ourselves. Doesn't mean I'm not going to come back on here next week, Saturday, and do it. What's going to stop me? Who's going to stop me, boo? Who's going to stop me, boo? Yeah, but the last, I think, three songs had like curse words and it was pretty much explicit. Some of you who are listening, you may not have known if your ears aren't trained for certain stuff. But anywho, or you didn't pay attention, but it had some like curse words and stuff. It was pretty much the raw version, so That is that on that. So you got to be careful playing music on your channel. I'm aware of that, even going into it. But I enjoyed myself. I really did. I really did. So that was cool, and I'm hoping that the other people who were on here in the previous live, that you were enjoying yourself too. So for all of those who were there, Jessica, Indigo, Heat Wave, who else was in there? I think Pretty Chocolate Girl came through at the end. Strictly Platinum, Connie. I don't remember who else I saw. Ronnie Q was there at some point, and yeah, Ladybugs, and everybody who was in the bushes listening. Coco also. So everybody who was a part of the live a while ago, thank you so much for the support. It's just like I said, my channel is mostly a hangout spot. It's not like a big thing for me because I'm not like dependent on YouTube coins. Put it that way. It's me just coming on here to kick back. It's more like a hangout type of thing for me. Entertain me, entertain you, and then get off. Okay. So that is that on that. I'm still not feeling 100%, but music does lift the spirit. You know what I'm saying? So that was my thing, to lift my spirits up for a bit. And even those who are also going through stuff, play a little bit of music sometimes when you're not feeling good. When you're feeling low, just play some music. You'll be so surprised about what it does for you. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate you guys for supporting. I'm not sure what's going on the road. Oh Lord. I'm not so sure about what's going on the streets, but I haven't been keeping up, to be quite honest. Let me see what I saw. Who did I get the peek in on last night? I watched Heat Wave. I was in the first part of Pizarro's live, but her audio was kind of messed up, so I got off of that one. I don't remember watching anybody else. Was Diana live? Yes. I haven't been keeping up. I'm not gonna lie. I haven't been staying on here like that. And the few times that I do go online, I there's some mess going on over there with Jaguar. Oh, and I did see something from, I don't know which sector it was, or is, I should say. Is it the Mo3 sector or the black sector or whatever sector it is? One of the other sectors that sometimes we go in and peek in. There was this lady, I don't remember her name, who was dancing, grinding on this guy, and her children came in and stuff. That was kind of, that was a mess. She was drunk. Was she drunk? I don't know. Maybe she was, maybe she wasn't. But certain types of behavior, I don't think it's right to be, around your children doing that, and especially being drunk. You know what I'm saying? So you could be drunk, you could pass out and stuff because, of all that alcohol that you consume. And that guy you have in your house, you don't know what he would do to your children while you're sleeping. You see what I'm saying? So you may be having fun and whatever for people on YouTube, but you still gotta always think about your children. It doesn't matter if they were in a different room. It does not matter because they came in and they were there. And to me, it seems like the children are accustomed to that. Oh, it wasn't Black Sector? Oh, it wasn't Mo3 then? I don't know. But all I know, I watched the video. It's all good and fine that you're adults. You deserve to have fun as adults. You see what I'm saying? Thank you, Heatwave. It's all good and fun to have, it's all good and well to have fun as adults, but you also have to be mindful of your children. Always. You can't live for yourself alone. I'm sorry. The day you decide to have children is the day you decide that, listen, I'm not living for me alone. They're supposed to be at the forefront at all times. So what I saw was her. Ooh, it was some explicit type of shit that I saw. Oh my goodness, that was awful. You know what I'm saying? And then there were some people talking to her about her behavior. She was, she was more interested in making herself look good and not just focus on the issue at hand. You know, her children could have walked in and seen way more than they saw when they came the first time. You see what I'm saying? They could have. So that was kind of distasteful. You hang in the clouds too, ladybugs? Oh, wait. Was it on Coolin's channel? I'm trying to remember. Hold on. Whose channel did it happen on? Hold on. Was it Room Shaker or Coolin's channel? I don't want to lie. But the lady was there and she was enjoying herself. I can't remember her name because, there we're getting accustomed to the different names and stuff from the other side. But I'm just saying, I'm hoping that, this is this that happened this week. It will let her think twice about stuff that she does when her children are in the same household. Because this is some of the times that some of the children do get abused. Trust and believe. It could be abuse from her being too drunk, and whether verbally or physically abusing the child, or she could have passed out, and the freaking man that was in the house could have touched either of her children. I'm just saying, these things happen, and then the children have to grow up with that weight on their shoulder, on their hearts, when they get older and they have all these issues. I'm telling you, got to be careful around these children. That's all I can remember. I haven't been in a lot of lives, to be honest. I haven't been able to because, I haven't been able to. Work has had me very busy, so it just is what it is. I can't recall anything else. Haven't been keeping up. And if it wasn't for a heat wave, I wouldn't even have known that other lady was over there. Ooh, I heard that there was some kind of doxing that happened. What's new on here? What is new? And what is new with that person? Because that person doesn't have content half the time. So she has to rely on doing that or exposing somebody or creating some kind of fake drama. And then the people who support her forget half of the things that she did before that was quite devious and underhanded. Well, when people are supporting people they tend to overlook the shit that their faves do. Hey Nina. They tend to overlook the stuff that their favorites do. They could be listening or watching their faves do some really, really crazy stuff on here, and they will turn a blind eye to it. You see what I'm saying? But then, in the same breath, they'll watch other people's channel and be pointing out something that somebody else is doing. And I don't know how you guys do that, though. If you're gonna chastise one, chastise all. You see what I'm saying? If you're gonna report one, report all. You see what I'm saying? It's just too much. And it's always the ones who are close friends. Always, they're so close. Oh, they were having all these behind the scenes conversation. And they were so cool with each other. And they did not invite any of their subscribers to those cool behind the scenes convos and whatever. Their subscribers were not privy to some of the stuff they were doing, right? But then let them fall out. Let them fall out. Matter of fact, when they were so close, they would kill your eardrum. They will kill you with dumb shit. Especially when we had to listen to that whole, what's that thing called? Eastern Star thing for months. We had to hear about that shit. Nobody wanted to hear about it. Those types of things and organizations, you don't take it here. If you do really respect the organization and you're part of, So when they were like really, really close friends, nobody was privy to their info, privy to their conversations behind the scenes. But the moment they fall apart, their friendship is no longer. They want for you as the subscribers to go with the flow, go with them, think the way they think, support what they want. But when they were friends, you couldn't say shit about them. You see what I'm saying? Talking about that, I had the worst feeling yesterday evening when I noticed I was on my phone and I noticed I saw somebody's live come up in my stream, and I clicked on it and I'm like, oh my God. Then I came off. No, before I came off, I'm like, now why am I getting this person's feed? Like, why am I seeing this person? And I looked, and lo and behold, I was subscribed to the channel. If you cut me, there would be no blood. Well, no, that's too serious. I was so upset. Like, when YouTube, I don't recall ever subscribing to this person. I was so upset. I'm like, can you imagine if that person goes into their what's it called? Their analytics or whatever and see that I'm subscribed. Oh my god, that is just crazy. I had to hit the unsubscribe with a quickness. I'm like, when? That had to be an accident. That had to be. There's no way because I don't watch that person at all. You see what I'm saying? I was so disgusted. I was repulsed. I was sick to my stomach because I don't watch that person. And hopefully they don't watch me either. So we can all live, a good life. I'm like, seriously? I had to unsubscribe with the quickness, man. I'm like, I can't watch this. I don't want to be in the know. For some people, I just don't want to know what they're doing. For some people, what they got going on is just not important. It really isn't. Hey, foot soldier, ladybugs, for real, for real. You can tell when some people are lying or trying to, put the wool over people's eyes, as it said, But then this is YouTube. Oh, Indigo, Indigo, you were listening to music and enjoying yourself and doing your breakfast. I'm sorry, Indigo. I'm sorry, but you'll be okay. Thankfully, he wasn't waiting on it. That's cool, girl. And you have the means to do what you need to. Okay, she'll be okay. She'll be good. Yeah, like I was saying, they tend to try to cover up the stuff they do, so they can get the type of support that they want. And it's just not right. If you're gonna call and subscribers who act like they're the moral police, like they got the moral authority to talk about what people do on here and who is right and who is wrong. If you're following somebody that does shit on here, you have no right to open your fucking mouths to say shit to anybody about what they're doing is wrong or right. If you're supporting somebody who does some god awful things on here and they would want to hurt people offline. You see what I'm saying? If you would want to hurt somebody offline, you're taking this thing way too serious. You see what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure you guys are tired of hearing this is YouTube, this is YouTube, this is YouTube. It is. It's only YouTube. It's only YouTube. So don't take stuff too seriously. My God. Mm-mm. This whole YouTube thing, just how far is the beef sector on the totem pole? How far is the beef sector when we look on the high? Let's look at the hierarchy. Where is the beef sector in comparison to all these other sectors that does let's say makeup, different types of vloggings, nature, all of those different stuff that happen on here, the different sectors that people go in. How far on the totem pole is the beef sector? And what does it mean to be like a top dog over here? Like I asked this question yesterday. Is there like a trophy? Is there a trophy out here? Is there a trophy? I keep asking and I'm really dead serious. Is there a trophy out here to be on top in the beef sector? I'll never want to win one of them. Okay. Unless I'm winning one for being my whole freaking self. You see what I'm saying? Unless I'm going to win one um for being myself, because it's so hard watching some people being fake on here or giving up a whole show. I understand you're giving your audience a show, but when you gotta send a different personality to come and represent you and then you have to keep that up, it's pretty weird to me. It is pretty weird. It is pretty weird. There are so many sectors in YouTube. You got entertainment, you got marketing, you got animation, music, makeup, you got what else? Health. What else can I think of? Video games, because you got gamers on here. There are so many sectors here on YouTube, and then we go all the way down to the bottom. Then you see beef sector. And while I do like the beef sector, I really do, not gonna lie, but I cannot get up every day wanting to see who else am I gonna fall out with, who am I gonna collect info on, who am I gonna try to figure out where they live, what their name is, who else am I gonna pay to get stuff done for me, who, you know what I'm saying? I don't got time for that shit. Work is stressful as it is. You think I'm gonna come on here to add to any stress? Are you serious? Are you serious? I would never aspire to be one of the top dogs on here at all. At all. You are serious. You have got to be kidding me. Indigo says you get numbers when you beef with the big people. Right, Indigo. Right. And you know what? The beefs last for a few minutes, for a few days or whatever, and they get the big numbers. Well, big in quotation marks, that is. But then who watches these videos after next week, next month, or whatever? But you go do some stuff on your channel, like some cooking or whatever, you won't get a lot of views. Trust and believe. Go back and check that cooking video that you did a year from now and see how many thousands of views you've gotten. So think about it long term. You'll make your money. You just don't have to be in a clique or in a box or in the group of people who are doing it for right now. And I say doing it, put that in quotation marks. Okay. You got art channels out there. They may not make the numbers right now, or they may be seen as dead channels according to some people on here. But hold up. Check those channels a couple years or months from now and see what's going to happen with those numbers. Like, the right people will find it. You don't want to be known for only being negative. You cannot always just want to be known for being negative. That is not something you want to aspire to be a part of. I do like the entertainment in the beef sector, I'm not going to lie. But then some people have no a mind of their own, and they got to think or act based on how other people tell them to, you know, based on what other people say. Hold on, let me turn this thing off. Let me know if my audio is okay. My eyes feel so. Hold on. Shut up. Hold on. Let me know if my audio is okay. There's this graveling feeling in my eyes. I'm telling you, whatever is going on out there, guys. I've resorted to wearing my mask again. I had stopped for a little bit because of, it was the breaking out on my face and whatever. But trust and believe, there's a lot going on out there. Keep yourself safe. Have your sanitizers, wash your hands often and all of that stuff. Have your disinfectant, whatever, because there's a lot going on out there. Protect yourself. Trust and believe. It is not easy getting sick, especially right now. And if you're the breadwinner of the family, you don't want to go down like that. Mm-mm. You don't want to go down. If you're one of the breadwinners of the family, aspire to do good, guys. That's aspire to do good. I wish I'd just come on here every day being miserable. I wish I would allow anybody else on here to give me another gray hair. I don't want to see not one more pop up. Okay. And I won't allow one single person on here to do that. Some people, they got low expectations, so this on here is a big thing for them. It's like a big deal for them on here, being seen or known in the beef sector. That's their highest goal. That's their highest achievement on here. It's crazy. That's their goal on here. My goal is to be a part of the beef sector top dogs. Girl, bye. Some accomplishment, right? My goal is to get a certain number in my chat. Yeah, right. Right. Oh, please. I don't got time for that shit. I don't have time for that shit. Some people, they can't do nothing else but come on here. Nothing else. Mm-mm. Um, Ladybug says people can do what they do and slide some beef in, not strictly beef, because that's not content. Yeah, because what are you going to do if there's no beef at the moment? What's going to happen on your channel? If all you do is beef, what's going to happen if at some point you have no content? You're going to have to keep creating beef. You're going to have to keep inserting yourself in something for beef to happen. So you're right, ladybugs. Some people have nothing else to offer. Nothing else. That's all they can do is just beef, beef, and more beef. And then they look down on others who have something else to offer. You see what I'm saying? Because they're shut up, Carrie. Shut up. You're sick. Yeah, I'm just saying. I appreciate all the new content creators that have come on the scene. I really do appreciate them because I like the idea of watching people exploring other options. So over the last year, almost two, we've had so many new people that started their channel, or even if they had it before I didn't know, I started watching them. There's Pretty Chocolate Girl, there's Indigo, there's Heat Wave, there's Ronnie Q, there's I watched Just Blaze, I watched Chris G, ooh, and there is Tisa. Tisa has a lot to offer. Okay, okay. There's Nikki. Who else is on here that I watch? There's quite a number of people who started their channel like less than a year ago, or a year, or maybe almost 2 years. You know what I'm saying? So there's so many different people for you to go out and watch new channels. There's Chatrep for those who like watching her. Who else did I notice that created a channel? Who else created a channel? Ah, Connie created a channel, but she doesn't go on often because she's busy with work and home and stuff. I'm trying. Oh, there's Yamin. Yamin has had his channel. Yamin is trying to get to his 1,000. He's pretty close. So for those who see Yamin around, please support him. Um, Pearl Glamour is doing her thing. Pearl Glamour has been here for a while. Who else has started their channels? I'm just happy to be able to have different people to watch. You know, I'm not saying that I don't watch the other people who have been here, but I watch other people, because they have other things to offer, and I appreciate that. You see what I'm saying? Oh, you're gonna go live this week, Indigo? Yay! Yes. And also, the Miss O also started her channel, and it's been less than 2 years. You see what I'm saying? So there's so many people who started new channels that you should just go on out and support. Not saying throw away your originals or whatever, but there are so many people, so many out there who have started their channel. I watch Tia from time to time. Who else started a new? Is Bella Joy's channel new? I think Bella Joy's channel is new too. So I'm subscribed to her too. Some people I just stay up in the clouds and listen to, especially if I can't, like type and stuff at the time. Who else? Who else? Who else? I can't recall anybody else, but there are quite a number of people that started their channels in the sector. So go on out and explore other people. You know, they may not be like mainstream. Oh, TC, yeah, TC has her channel too. TC, yes. There's Team AJ, but Team AJ doesn't do lives. You'll see him as TMZ in the chats. He also has a channel, but he's mostly doing like commentary on his community wall. Ooh, the community walls have been girl, you better be checking those community walls. Okay. Cuz even when there's no back and forth on the live, trust and believe the community walls have been popping of late. So go check those out. Oh, so all of these new people who have started, I enjoy. TC also is has a new channel, but I don't see her going live very often. Hey TMO, I just called your name not too long ago. I was telling them about the people who have started new channels on here. So you were one of them that I was talking about. And then TC and Indigo and everybody. All of the new people I've been, Ronnie Q, everybody. I don't know. Is Nina girl? Are you gonna start your channel? I've asked you this couple times and you said hell no. Nina says hell no. But let's see. Dig long enough and she probably will. Okay. Yeah, and I was mentioning Styles by Tisa. Everybody, it is what it is. It is what it is. It is what it is. I am enjoying just listening or watching other people and what they got to offer. Uh, was it Just Blaze that was doing the was it Just Blaze? Who is it that's always doing the plants and stuff? Is it Just Blaze? That's been showing us some of the farming and stuff. I don't remember who it was, but I've been checking out other people and I'm enjoying them. And of course we got our regular beef sector that I enjoy watching. So it's good to just check everybody out and not just stick to, the few that you know. Of course, Rose Bennett also started her channel. Yeah, Rose Bennett. Her numbers are climbing, so that's good too. Yeah. Oh, Ladybugs is telling you congrats, Demus O. Did something happen? Because I know I did see that on your community wall, Demus O, and I was wondering if somebody was trying to pull something on you while you decided to put that up. Let me see. Hold on, let me see. Who was dragging you, Demus O? Let me see. You're not. Oh, did I miss something? Ooh, is this from last night? Did something happen last night? Because I didn't get to stay in Pizarro's live because her audio was messing up, and I you know I logged off. I wasn't feeling so well, so I couldn't stay up even if I wanted to. Okay. Mm. Well, I guess there's a lot going on. Um, the Miss O's community wall seems rather festive. Oh, oh, it's triple. Oh, so this happened on the spaceship then. Oh, wow. Okay, so I guess that's another beef. Is that another one brewing with both of you? Well, congratulations on keeping the weight off, you know, because we've seen people who put the weight on and it's been very hard for them to keep it off. So they did what they needed to do, whether it's a surgery, whether it's you know, changing their diet and stuff, whether it's getting that lap band, whatever it was. Um and they end up going right back because they end up eating the same things. It takes a lot of discipline. So that's the main thing. It's the discipline. So you got to also make sure that you are disciplined enough. But guess what? Um, they've shown pics of you before, so like this should not necessarily be like a read. Everybody knows you've spoken about it before and whatever, like probably over a year ago. So congratulations on that, the Miss O. I'm seeing you have something scheduled for 1:30. Let me see. Oh no, it's not. It's tomorrow. You got two things scheduled. So for those who have businesses, the Miss O will be highlighting businesses. So contact her, leave her a message on her community wall or whatever, so you could be a part of that. There are still people on here, even if you don't want to, put your name with it or whatever. But if you want your business promoted, you could also do that. You don't have to let them know it's yours. But if you do want to, hit her up so she could know. There are some people on here who are actually doing their business, and they still, hang around the beef sector. If you need to hit her up, let her know. Okay. Oh, you're gonna go live today? Ooh, 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 oh, ooh. Girl, this seems like something is brewing in here. Hold on. It's gonna be on schedule. Ooh, okay. I'll look out for it. Okay. Ooh, mommy makeover coming in 20. Ooh, ooh. Okay, girl. It's a lot going on. So apparently I need to keep up with what's going on because I've been so busy. And then you get home, you're so tired. It's too much. Ladybug says, do what makes you feel good, right? There's some people on here they come on camera and they say they're confident, but they could never stand up. They could never. So like I heard because I was listening to Heatwave yesterday about somebody talking about they gotta pay them for them to cam up. Um, that lady over there that I don't watch. But can she stand and like show a full body of herself while she's on here fat shaming people? She's here fat shaming people, but can she make that camera do like a full head to toe? That's the real thing. Do a full head to toe. Okay. Do a full head to toe like Heatwave says. Do a full body shot. You have the nerve to be talking bad about people and trying to shame them because they may be a little bit thick or whatever. You have the nerve. You got some nerve. Heatwave had you laughing. That woman has fallen out with so many people on here that she claims she was really close with. Nobody who is friends with her right now can feel comfortable. There's no way you can feel safe. Cause what else is gonna happen the next month or two when she needs content? You're gonna be content soon. You're gonna be her content. Cause when there's nobody else to talk about, you're gonna become content. Cause she was cool, so cool with the person. Everybody was her sis and her bro and her uncle and all of that. Then this is where they're at right now. Come on, hold on one second. Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't want to be like coughing and you guys hearing me cough. Not when there's a mute button. Okay. Right. What was I saying? Yeah. So there are some people who they talk about people not coming on camera and whatever, but at the same time when they come on camera, they're more they pay more attention to their hair and their makeup and keeping that camera from the chin up or from the chest up, but they'll never do a full body. Never. Okay. And they're the last person to ever come on here trying to let somebody else feel bad for how they look. I'm just saying real quick. Okay. Me just I say. Me just I say. And then they pay attention to making sure that other people's hair look good, making sure it's, done properly and stuff. The hair they buy that doesn't belong to them. And they forget to take about the hair that grows out of their own freaking scalp. They forget that they can condition their hair. They forget, all that scalp. Take care of the hair that you have also and not just the dead hair you bought. They can only look good when they're wearing other people's hair, and that's quite unfortunate because you may also get some of their spirit in you, their persona, their whole negative energy if it was. I'm not knocking anyone who wears them. I'm just saying take care of your hair too. Treat your scalp right. Okay. Take care of that kitchen. Ow. Last week I sat and I put some crochet braids in my hair. Last night while I was feeling like SHI, the other letter, I pulled all of them out. And that's the beauty of putting in those crochet braids. You take them out. I don't like nothing that I can't deal with the tension and all of that stuff on my head. And I like washing my hair. I love washing my hair, so and I'm not washing nothing with no freaking braids in it. But anywho, I digress. Take care of your own hair. Give it the same attention. Give it the same energy that you give the ones that you buy. Okay, love the ones you buy too. I'm not saying. I'm just saying. Take care of yourself. Heat wave, girl. You do your own knotless braids. I haven't done it in a while. But then since crochet gets so easy and you can just flip those out, you could take those out in like an half an hour. You know, I just do that when I feel like. But 95, 90, let me see, 98% of the time I wear my own hair. The other two, I'll try some braids or whatever. And I make sure I get the styles that I can do myself. Even if I go get it done at the salon, I want to be able to take it out, take it down when I feel like. See what I'm saying? Yeah, I like my scalp breathing. You need a fresh weave? Ladybugs, hit up Indigo. Ladybug says she does her own knotless braids. Come through, girl. Big up to those people who could do their hair for themselves. And big ups to those who support other black businesses and go get their hair done there. Okay. Yes. And braids are pretty, like a safe choice, especially when you're very busy with work and children, so you got to have stuff that you don't have to be like combing your hair all the time and whatever, you know. Look, just now YouTube sent me the message. Okay, so you guys know I was playing music not too long ago. I guess they need to update their system. So they're just telling me that revenue sharing in the video is on. So, okay, there we go. I'm supposed to be able to play music. Okay, there we go. Because they've changed stuff up. You can do revenue sharing where you can actually still play music. You can play the music, right? You can play the music. And they'll turn revenue sharing on. So, like, the company gets, the company gets well, or the record label or whoever gets a part of the money. You see what I'm saying? So you're supposed to be able to play music, and the revenue is shared between yourself and the company or the artist. But oh well, they're late. I already ended that live. Yeah, Indigo. It's good when you can do that because it takes less time for you to get ready in the mornings and stuff. So I get that part with the braids. Hey, I'm that messy. Hey, everybody coming in. I'm just kicking back for a little bit. Nothing special. We're just chatting. Nothing special. Ladybug says, "Don't judge me. I've never had a weave or worn a wig." I won't judge you because I've never worn a wig. I don't wear wigs. I don't want to know that I'm out and that thing can get off of your head in any time. Anytime you've ever seen some girls fighting, and one touch of the hair and that wig is on the ground. Like I was watching a video with Shamar. Is his name Shamar? With his wig, he went. Who is the person that he went to go fight with? And it was on cam. That wig got off his head in like 2.5 seconds. Okay, 2.5 seconds, and I'm like, oop, there you go. Can't come to a fight with a wig on. And not only that, it stops you from doing certain things that you like to do. For example, swimming for those who like swimming. So you'd be the one that only goes in the pool and you stand in the only thing you could do is either stay on the pool side, sitting down, or you can only stand in the water. You can't swim or anything. So like I don't want to have to deal with that. But if you have them braided now, that's different. If you put those braids in, of course you could get that wet. But the wigs, Indigo says she has long hair. She just braids them up in a weave. Yeah, and her hair is too thick. That's the one thing I've never had, like nice thick hair. Other people in my family do. I got what you call fine here. I think it's, well, it's not that fine, but yeah. Well, he combs all the way before he go. Who combs your hair out? Who? I am that messy. Let me see. Ladybug says, I always relate wigs with old. Right, like when you were growing up. And then people will hear you talk, they think you're looking down at stuff. But when I was younger, I only associated wigs with like the old people, especially you go to church and you see the old people with the wigs on. It's always the older ones. And then they got some really cool wigs though for those who have like alopecia. Is it alopecia? I think it's alopecia, right? And for cancer patients and so on. So like I can dig that, like people who really need it. But to each his own. Do what makes you comfortable. But if I do put anything in, it's got to be something I can take down like really easily, cuz I go crazy with stuff in my hair too long. I do braids. They're out in like 2 weeks. So like sometimes my friend asks me, "Why do you waste your money when you go braid your hair or whatever? You know you're gonna pull them." Mm-mm. Yeah, that's not the case these days, ladybugs. These wigs are laid. Okay, they are laid, and they use it as a protective hairstyle. A lot of people, but they do take care of their hair, under the wig. So some people do it for, you know, to protect their hair, and some people do it for different reasons. I'm that messy says she's rocking a slick ponytail with a long braid and her edges are laid. Okay. Oh, it's Shamarko. I was calling him Shamar. Shamarko got beat up. I saw Shamarko posted something about if there's anybody. Let me see if I can find the post. I laughed. Shamarko has the audacity to be asking if there's anybody who wants him to promote their wigs. Hit him up because he'll promote their wigs. He's just looking for a free wig. You hear me? And then you got people in the comment section who are like, "Oh, please, nobody's gonna associate their wig company with you." Talking about you promote their wigs. And then they say he doesn't even tag people when when they send him wigs. And then he'll talk about how they're trying to clout chase after his name, off his name. Like, seriously? Shamarka, you better go look a job. You better go find a job. Coming on here talking about you promote wigs like you're some freaking celebrity or something. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. He is something else. Ladybugs, the Africans, they braid so well, very neat and stuff. But guess what? It's so tight. They don't leave not one strand of hair. You hear me? When they braid, they grip everything. They are really good at braiding. But the thing is, after a while, your edges over a period of time because of the tension that's on it, you're gonna see your hairline receding. So you gotta be careful. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be really careful. So looking good is one thing, but the tension on your edges, at the end of the day, it's not worth it. Looking good for a month or two or a few weeks is one thing. But if you continuously braid your hair and it's tight, and you gotta understand, you're putting pressure on the roots of your hair. So if you continuously do that over time, you know what's gonna happen. You know what's gonna happen. So think twice. If you're gonna do them, just be careful. And one of the things you can also do is make sure that you like have enough of your edges left out so you can lay those. Cause you notice a lot of people their hairline starts so far back. Uh-uh. The hairline starts so far. The hairline is all the way back, and this is from years of putting pressure on the roots of your hair. You see what I'm saying? Because you irritate your scalp so much. So you got to be careful. Keep those edges, girl. Keep those edges. Those tight ponytails, they will mess your edges up. Okay, release the tension. Release the tension. Take care of your edges. So make sure that you speak to your stylist and ask them to take out a little bit from your edges before they start the braids, especially if you're braiding for your protective hairstyle. So just request that your stylist leaves out some of your edges, right? So it's not too tight. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm just saying. I'm just saying, girl. Protect those edges at all costs. I've been known to go sit for hours to get my braids done, and trust and believe the next day that's out. And they're like, why are you wasting your money? Like, I am keeping my sanity, girl. Okay. I am keeping my sanity and my peace. For some, it's protective because when you leave your hair and you don't touch it for weeks and stuff, it's seen as a protective style for some. So you take care of your hair under the wig, especially those that are removable. You take that off and you oil your scalp. But for some, if you notice, if you don't touch your hair for too much, don't manipulate your hair too much, for some, it really does help to grow your hair. Okay. So avoid those thin edges, child. Avoid those thin edges. Eliminate those things that cause it to, go away in the first place, so you don't have to be trying to find creams and oils and stuff to get it back, because you're actually contributing to the loss of your hair. You see what I'm saying? Don't contribute to the loss of your hair. So apart from stress and those other things that may cause your hairline to go, you also have to be held accountable for the things that you do. Stop doing those extremely tight hairstyles that tug at the strands of your hair, that tug at your hairline, because all you're doing is actually pulling the hair follicle out. So think about what you're doing. If your hair is constantly slicked back, after a while, it can lead to alopecia. I'm not a professional, but I'm just saying. Also, make sure there's not too much friction. Okay, take care of those hair. Take care of your hairline, I'm sorry. Especially when you're doing that type of rough drying. Even you blow drying your hair or towel drying your hair, that can also cause problems too. So you got to be careful about how you do that. You see what I'm saying? We went to here. It's protective because it's, under a layer protecting from the weather, like extreme heat or extreme cold. Yeah. For those who are having those issues, get to the root of the problem. Pun intended. Get to the root of the problem. Get you some Jamaican black castor oil. It never fails. Get yourself some Jamaican black castor oil. Get to the root of the problem, literally. Ow. I'm just helping those who have horrible kitchens at the back of their heads. And let me stop. Let me stop. Let me stop. Mm-mm. Let me stop. But anyways, do what you're comfortable with at the end of the day. Do what makes you comfortable. Do whatever styles you like, but just always think in the long term. about your edges. Indigo says there's a myth. Rico says if you have to take a Tylenol before getting your hair done, something is wrong. Mm-mm. Ooh, heat wave said, look here. Your husbands can also make you lose those edges, child. Woo! Hold on, let me mute this thing. Hold on. Woo, child. My eyes and my throat. Hold on. Oh, Lord, I'm getting stuffy again. Heat wave girl. Heat wave set. Some people, it's their husbands that make them lose those edges. Ooh, girl, you know some. Ooh, that's some rough. Ooh, that's some rough stuff happening there in the bedroom. That's some pulling, pulling, yanking like it's a whole ride. Okay. Indigo says there's a misconception that some people hold that not washing your hair often helps to make it grow. For some people it may work, but some people it's just all boils down to good hygiene. I'm sorry, wash your hair. Washing the hair, nasty. Washing the hair. I don't know. You got some people who wear braids for months on end. Months, I'm telling you. And they're like, I'm getting the most out of this hairstyle, but guess what? You're also messing with your hair, the root, your follicles. So think about that too. And then you got some people blaming, oh, it's the braids that making my hair fall out. No, no, you caused that. It's a tension on your hairline. It's you pulling it up in a tight bun. It's all of that. So you got to be careful. Indio says she got to take an Excedrin before she does her hair. Trust and believe castor oil works. Who, Nina? Heat wave? Yeah, your diet has to be taken into consideration too. Hey, Latasha. In the words of Nini, keep your legs close to married men. That doesn't apply to her though, because she's a married woman. So, but that made me laugh a little bit. And not only married men, other people's men too. Stay away from people's men. Okay. It depends on if your protective styling is done properly. Because what they do is they don't do the tight braids and they will wear wigs that can come off easily, the ones that you can take off. So once you braid your hair not too tightly and you still take care of your scalp and the hair below that's, under the wig, you got to take care of the roots. You got to moisturize the hair also so it doesn't break and stuff. So it does, for some it really is protective. For some they defeat the whole purpose if they have the roots too tight. Let me see where I went. Oh, okay, okay. Oh, I have my castor oil on deck. I got this other, is it eucalyptus? Hold on, let me see what this is called. Hold on. This one right here. I got my argan oil, argan oil. So it moisturizes your hair. It helps your hair to be, grow thicker and more voluminous. Ow. And of course, castor oil is never out. Castor oil on deck all day, every day. Okay. I do use other moisturizers too. And regular hair oil, Blue Magic, whatever, you know. But always remember to take care of your scalp. That's very important. Oh, yeah. And clipping your hair, you have to do that too. Get the split ends away, yeah. Just, clip your ends too. So, remove the split ends because if you don't pay attention to that, you know, it'll continue to split. You're gonna Okay. Okay. Does anybody notice their hair grows more during the winter? And it also boils down to if you take care of that scalp, you got to keep moisturizing it too because it could get brittle and stuff. You tried it once. It kind of has a very strong smell, and that is why sometimes I don't wear it because it makes you a little bit conscious when you go out, Nina. When you try the castor oil, um, but you got castor oil blends. Like people mix it with other oils, so you could look for those too. At the end of the day, the smell may not be what you like, but trust and believe it is so effective. I am telling you, and that's from experience. Jessica, the oh, I was talking about it earlier on. YouTube has an option for you to share your income with the holders of the music, the copyright holders. Um I don't know if I should have turned it on first before starting the music cuz they do have an option for revenue sharing so you can play music, but you have to enable it or YouTube automatically enables it, and then the revenue is shared between yourself and the owner of the material. But then if you got to also be careful about some of the type of music you play because of the guidelines. So you have to also bear in mind that there are YouTube guidelines that you got to follow. And I played some music that kind of on the nasty side, and I played the raw version of some of them. So, and it had some FUCK and all of that in it, especially when I was playing Dirty Wine. So I can see why the music got cut off. So I see the reason. So you still even though YouTube allows you to play music with their new policy, you still have to be careful of what you play. So I understand what happened. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. You could also use coconut oil. I love anything coconut. I love anything coconut. Okay. Coconut oil works wonders on your skin and your hair. I'm all for natural products. It's just what I do. It's me. It's who I am. Beanie Man is also a part of it to Coco because it's when I was playing Beanie Man. Beanie Man didn't want me playing his music this morning. Okay. But there were a few of the songs that had curse words in it, Jessica. So that had part to do with it. So I'll just be mindful next week when I'm playing to play the cleaner version of those songs. There were a few songs that had that F word in it and, talking about having that three-letter word and stuff. So that's what it is. Yeah. Let me go back to up here. I was talking about coconut oil. I love anything coconut, right? Coconut water, coconut meat, coconut products, coconut drops, coconut cakes, coconut everything. Okay. Coconut this, coconut that. I love everything coconut. Coconut oil. Coconut oil can be used for cooking. Coconut oil can be used for your hair, and it's got to be the real thing, though. Okay, it's got to be the real deal. Coconut everything. I love. But for real though, the real pressed coconut oil or the real organic coconut oil, not the deodorized ones, not those types, the real thing. And it really does work wonders for your hair and it works wonders for your skin. Castor oil, the real deal, works wonders for your hair and wonders for your skin. Take it from me. Okay. I got a decent length of hair, you know. And thanks to castor oil for that, honey. Okay. Thank you, castor oil. Aloe vera, girl. You know I do my aloe vera treatment. I'm due one tomorrow because I like doing my hair on Sundays. I steam my hair with aloe vera. And I don't necessarily go under the dryer, so I scrape the gel out, put it in my hair. Like I told you, I haven't bought a conditioner in a while because I have the plants. So I do buy shampoo though, and so I shampoo my hair and then I use the aloe vera gel, and then I put the cap over it for like an hour or so, and then wash my hair out. It really conditions your hair. Okay, I've never tried rice water at all. Mm-mm. Good, good, indigo. There you go, right there. And that is why I tell you I like washing my hair because I'll be doing my own treatment. It's the thing is that when I go to my hairstylist, I just gotta use her products. And I've told her that I wash my hair with aloe vera. She's like, well, I guess if you take it with you whenever you come, I'll use it. So, but I've never done it. So I'll probably try that one day and take it with me and see if she would actually use it. Okay. Nina says coconut oil and her hair doesn't do well. It becomes brittle. Oh, you like the argan oil products. Okay. Yeah, I do have conditioners too that I use. Well, not well, I should say moisturizers. Moisturizing conditioner. Let me go grab this one that I have that I use. Hold on. Let me see what it's called. It's an old brand. Hold on. Okay, this one. Oh, this one is not one that I use often. I don't remember which store I got this one from, but it's BB. It's an oil moisturizer. It's hair lotion with castor oil and aloe vera. So it really is good when blow drying your hair or whatever. So when I'm not using my argan oil, I use that. It really conditions the hair. Argan oil, I don't necessarily like the smell of the argan oil, but I like how it penetrates the hair, and really moisturizes the scalp. So if you're interested in long term repair, argan oil is for you. Okay. Heatwave says her thick hair ran away from her like a track star. At least you still have hair, girl, even if it's thin. At least you still have hair on your head. There are people way younger than you that are not taking care of their hair. And we've seen it on here. One of these, the last time I saw somebody's hair on here, I was almost ready to do a hair challenge. I was gonna come on here and show my hair. Of course, I wouldn't show my face. Of course not. Of course not. I wish anybody on here could ever make me feel bad for not showing my face on here. You're right. Not in this sector. Look at the stuff you guys do with people's pics. Do you blame anyone for not wanting to show their face? Girl, please. Anywho, I was about ready to do a whole hairline challenge on here, but I didn't do it. I left it alone. Okay. Oh, Latasha was answering me because I was saying, do you guys notice that during the winter your hair grows more? Hold on. She says yes, because in the wintertime it's so cold, the moisture with the coolness, but some summertime kills the hair. You try to keep your hair wrapped. Okay. Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. I'm just now seeing your request for the link. Let me drop it. I was behind in the chat. There we go. I was behind in the chat. I've never tried rice water and I never think I will. I'll never try that People say it works though. I've seen a lot of people that say it works. Uh, hey, Slide. And natural juices come through, Slide. I'm just saying, for somebody who's been. Hold on, let me make sure this is indigo. Don't let that coconut lick you in, a girl. Is that you, indigo?
Yes, ouch, my head just hurt when the big coconut hit me in the head.
What's going on, girl?
I just wanted to share some things real quick. Like like a lot of people have misconceptions on like hair growth and protective styles and things like that. Because I belong to a sector, like mine for actually the sector that's the beauty sector that we talk about this all the time. And I took a lot of stuff from there, and I'm starting to see a lot of stuff. Well, I always had long hair, but thick hair, God help me. But since I've been doing more self care, because I've been more focused on taking care of me, that I noticed a big, big difference in a lot of things that I've been doing with my hair. For
Mm-hmm.
especially with Rico, and I see certain comments here. Protective styles is great if you take care of your hair underneath it. It makes no sense to put slap on the wig and says a protective style when you're not treating your hair underneath. You know, and it starts with um, good care for yourself. Like I had my sister. She shaved her head bald completely and started over. This was actually recently. So I'm actually helping with her hair. And already, I think like it's been 4 months, and she already has hair down like past her ears. So I think it's
Damn.
4 months. See what I mean? Um,
That's really
so
cool.
yeah, I like I was trying to tell her, because sometimes if your hair is that damaged from all the stuff, it's like a lot of these products too. Gotta be careful, even though they're good and they make your hair feel soft. That's not benefiting your hair growth. If you get the
Mm-hmm.
most natural products, like you said, black castor oil, coconut oil, argan oil, is as purest forms, and you even the home trick with mayonnaise, but I will be careful with that. But there's like certain home tricks that you can do, but if you could do as natural as possible, if you even like, I notice this is what I do. You don't have to. Nobody has to do this, but I do. It helps me. I use ginger and turmeric, like you would ingest it. I make it into a paste, and I use it as part of my conditioner, mixing with my conditioner. And I set under a dryer no more than 10 to 15 minutes, because
Hold
anything
on.
after 15 minutes is useless, really.
Do you use the powder or do you actually make the substance with the actual roots of the ginger and the
The
turmeric?
roots, the roots. Because
Oh.
this you have the rawest form of the vitamins of the nutrients. It's as fresh as possible. I don't use anything like powder. I use anything. I go to the grocery store. I buy or I order it, and I buy the roots
The
of everything.
roots, right.
Yeah, and
I
I blend
much
it and
prefer that.
everything.
Like
Yeah, and then
the turmeric and stuff, I would go for the roots before I take the powder. I only do it
yes,
if I'm somewhere where I can't get access to it. But I
yeah.
yeah.
I do that, make it into a paste, and then I add it to my conditioner. I set it in the dryer for no more than 10, 15 minutes, because people think the longer you set it in the dryer is more beneficial. It really doesn't. It doesn't really do nobody sitting there wasting your time. You don't have it. You don't get you're not going to get longer hair quicker. So you just need it enough to penetrate your scalp to
Mhm.
stimulate it enough. You never want to overstimulate anything. Anything you do in excess doesn't help. It's not,
Yeah.
actually not good. So you just want to do it enough to 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 get it going, to get the blood flowing, but you don't want to overdo anything. And just not too much turmeric, like, or ginger, just enough, like, to make a little paste to add it, because it's too much. Again, it's going to like strip dry your hair. But you want to do a little bit of crush the turmeric and crush the ginger and make it to a paste, and add it to your favorite conditioner, or add it to your favorite deep conditioning treatment. I will use it as a deep conditioning treatment. Um, and then the aloe vera, if you ingest it, I mean, it's good for your hair, for the outside of your hair. Great. I would recommend keep doing the aloe vera. but to ingest it also helps. It stimulates also the follicles in your hair. It's
Mm-hmm.
also good for your internal digestive system and help process foods at the same time. So when you're eating your healthier foods and stuff, that also helps with your hair growth. And also helps with your body and cleansing. So it all works together. If you have a good healthy gut, it also helps with
Mm-hmm.
your hair growth. Like everything's intertwined. Because
Right.
you
So you
want to
have to make
stimulate
sure
blood
that
flow.
your intake is also good. You need
Yes.
that too.
And you can eat your junk, but try like especially green leafy things, raw if you can. Is ingest the vitamins. Stimulate every day. If you have a weave, if you have a wig, doesn't matter. Massage your head at least for 5 minutes every day. Every day. Just keep massaging here. Stimulate the blood flow, especially them edges. You don't want to rub it. You just want to massage it. Like some people get that mixed up. They'll just rub a little too hard. No, gently massage it. Let the blood flow. Um, there's a lot of things, but I just wanted to let you know
It's
about the
me.
rice water. Hey, Nina.
Hey, sweetheart. Hey, sweetheart.
Hey,
and
Nina.
hey, Carrie. And hey, Carrie. Okay, I'm listening to you guys. I'm listening. I'm getting information. Go on.
Oh,
Uh,
I want to hear
rice.
about the rice water. I've never tried it. I don't think I will, but let me know how you do it though. I think I've
Rice
seen
water.
Rita did it before on here too. Go ahead.
I don't find the benefits of it because you're not really getting the full benefits of rice water. Even if you let it soak for a couple of hours, you're still not getting the full benefit of it. You're just not. And it doesn't really do too much for your this growth. If you're looking for growth or strengthening your hair, you're not going to get it too much from rice water because this doesn't have enough vitamins. So you need something with rich in vitamins and rich, to absorb in the hair, especially when you have to check your porosity in your hair too, because not it, and I'm not sure if it's for low or high porosity, but rice water works for one of those. But I noticed for me, I've tried it for maybe like almost a year. Didn't see too much benefit for doing that. I do know I did my mango masks, and that has worked great for my hair softness. Um, Mix it with mango and aloe vera, mix it up, and I make it to a pasty gel. And I go under a dryer for 15 minutes, and oh my gosh, my hair is it's beautiful. I'm not gonna even lie, you know. So there's like a lot of things that you can stimulate your hair growth naturally. Your body is natural. You're from the ground. If you could do it with natural products, without the chemicals, without the additives in it, your hair will grow more. And trimming the hair is great every 6 to 8 weeks, regardless if it's a little split or not. Just keep the root, keep the rhythm of it. Everything responds better under rhythms, so it will grow. I'm going to show a picture. I'm going to just blur my face out on my community wall when I take my weave out. You're going to see how long my hair and thick my hair is. Um, you know, I had really long hair for a long time, but it's a lot longer, a lot thicker, a lot healthier um, than I've ever had it since I do it with natural products and um, my vegetable diet. Like I have to have my vegetable salads, my green salads, my aloe vera pills, and certain things. I do have vitamin E oil drops. I stimulate my scalp with, and even if I have a weave, I still hydrate underneath it every day. I put oil drops underneath inside in each track of my hair so it doesn't lose its hydration. Because if once your hair goes dry, forget it.
Yeah,
It's
it's gonna cause breakage.
right. Exactly.
okay.
That's just
So
my advice. That's you don't have to
But
take
I
it.
didn't even think about it because Indigo said she even used mango. That's interesting. She
Yes.
said so. You blend it, you create a paste, and you put that in your hair. With what?
Yes, mango has good, it's rich in vitamins too. With aloe vera gel, oh my goodness, it's a little sloppy when you first make it, but when you leave it in your hair for a certain period for 15 minutes. But if you don't have a dryer, you can leave it out for an hour underneath a plastic cap and just walk around there. When you wash it, you're gonna feel how soft your hair is afterwards. Like it's just so amazing how it feels afterwards.
okay. All right, so I'm in the school of being of trying to be absolutely respectful because I used to be a little bit too judgmental, I think. I thought it was just, I was just like, "Oh, okay, hair, your hair, my hair, it's, if it's not the same, at least it's in the same family. I don't understand all the angst, right?" And but I'm now listening to women and, differentiating and being respectful of what people want to do, but I still have my just don't do too much and it'll grow, right? Like as long as you know, you don't have a hormone imbalance and there's something keeping you from growing hair, I feel like people do too much to their hair and that's why it ends up not being not growing, or well, it's growing still. It's just you're destroying it with all the stuff that you're doing topically.
You mean
So
when
I
they do too many products, try too many products in their hair?
Yeah, too many things. I mean, forget
Yeah.
the chemicals, the chemicals, forget them completely. But even all the gel and all the heat, like all this manipulation, all the stuff. I mean, if you hair wants to grow and hair wants to live in its natural state, that's when it's going to be the most uh, I don't know, the most comfortable. So the all the manipulation to make it look like something that it's not is what's making it disappear, right? So it's if you're not putting, I don't, I'll use conditioner and do a wash and go, and I understand that I'm being respectful to all hair types, and maybe that all hair is not going to do the same thing, but the less you put in your hair and give it time to just live and be, the more fruitful it's going to be. And the heat, like the direct heat with a blow dryer, during the pandemic, I used the blow dryer. Uh, and not commonly. Like I don't blow dry my hair very often. I've stopped that, but I did because usually when I go to get my hair done, my hairdresser, if I want it straight, that is. Usually I wear it curly. If I want it straight, he rolls it, and then use a straightening iron, and it comes out perfectly. You got the volume, you've got the shine, you've got all of that. And I've done that all my adult life, or even in my childhood. Like it was always roller set, and then the heat product, like direct heat. And I didn't know how much that helped my hair until I uh, did the blow dryer consistently. Like I did blow dryer one or two times, three times maybe, and I could tell the difference in my hair. And I was like, what's going on here? Like it's not the same
Did it
effect.
mess with
Like
your curl patterns and stuff?
no, it just didn't. It wasn't as it wasn't as
Full.
bouncy. It wasn't as whatever. And then also, um, it was just too harsh on my hair where there might be split ends and stuff like that. Things that I never had problems with. I was just like, mm. And if I continued, that would have been a problem. But one thing I'm going to say is the direct heat is a huge issue. The direct heat, the all this edge control, all this brushing out stuff on the all of it. And I understand people want a certain look, but if you want to keep your hair, you know, it's the stuff that you're doing on to it that's keeping it, because we're all human beings. Hair grows, unless you have some internal issues that you need to take care of. Your hair is growing. Your hair is beautiful. Your hair, it grows. My sister, oh my gosh, she was so freaking annoying. She would be like, my hair doesn't grow. My sister has gorgeous hair, like she didn't understand that until she got older, blah, blah, blah. But point being, I just would look at her. What's wrong? Are you biologically insufficient? Like the hair grows. It's just what you
Yeah.
do on top. Yeah. So just don't do too much. Wash, condition, moisturize. Wash, condition, moisturize. Seal it in the moisture if possible. But past that all the damn time, it freaks out your hair. Your hair's like, what's going on? It's like, it's just, it's going it's spazzing out. So that's all
Yeah,
I gotta say.
I don't use a blow dryer per se. Like, I'll use it for my treatments because I put my hair, I do my hair treatment, so I often, well, not often when I take out my weaves every couple of months, but I do wash my hair with my weaves on. It's a long story for that one, but I'm a little paranoid of not washing my hair. But I don't use blow. I
That's
use
me.
the I
I
use
gotta
the
wash my hair. Let me mute. Go
I
ahead.
no, I wash it. I wash it whether I have something in it. It's just that I don't use a blow dry at all. Like, I own one. I have one in my room. I just don't use it because every time I use to blow dry my hair, it get like kind of brittle and dry. Like, I don't like it. But my hair. But I agree with Nina on one thing. This is why I leave it 10 months out of the year. It's braided up in some form because if you don't touch it, if you leave it alone, it'll grow. Otherwise, if I do my hair every day, I won't have no hair. Because my hair is very, very, very thick, and it's very painful to constantly brush every day and comb every day. So I rather braid it up. Now I'll put it in box braids or bantu braids. I'll have my hair in different type of my own hair versus having the synthetic or the other type of hair too, because sometimes it gives me reactions to certain synthetic hairs does. But I like to leave it alone. If I could leave it alone, the longer the better. But I will wash it. I will wash it because everybody thinks that if you don't wash it, it'll just grow. But if you look at the scalp, it needs to still breathe. You got all that dirt and dandruff and whatever stuck on top of your scalp. So I don't see how is it growing if you don't wash it. I'm not saying wash it every day or wash it, even once a week. I'm just saying wash it more often than uh,
Girl, you got people
whatever.
going for months not washing their hair.
Yeah,
I cannot.
yeah, I see that. And then when you take it out, that washing, the hairdresser's like, what the
What
hell?
is going
You
on
see them taking
here?
the comb and scratching out the dandruff, and they doing all this manipulation, and it's not good. Even the comb should never touch the scalp for no reason. But you see them doing that, taking the dandruff and the flakes out.
And you know what? This might be like a little, I don't know, uh, kooky, whatever. But I think liking your hair and being kind to your hair also helps. Like, maybe I'm being, yes,
It does.
yeah, it's a biological effect. But even when you talk to flowers kindly, they grow, right? So why not? If you're over here fighting with your hair, thinking that it's a bad thing, you know, all this stuff,
Or
then
talking about who's here, who has bad hair and all of that shit. I don't even pay attention who has nappy hair. Don't talk down about your hair. I
your
get what
own
you're
hair,
saying, Nina.
right? Like,
Yeah, my
eh,
hair's name is Lola. I talk to her all the time when I massage her
well,
for her.
dang. Okay, you've given her a name. Now that's,
I
I was
love
just
my
like,
hair. I used to hate it, like when I was younger. I used to
oh,
hate it because
geez.
they used to pick on me because I had thick hair. I went to school with all Caucasians, so I went to school with thick hair, never processed. So I hated it. I hated my hair, and they
Yeah,
used to
my
pick
sister
on
had
me.
really thick hair, and she
Yeah,
had to get that iron very soon. Her hair. She started hot combing her hair at probably 12 or thereabout because she had like really thick hair. I wasn't blessed with that. Mine is a little bit more curlier than hers and stuff. But her hair used to break combs. You hear me?
Okay.
Break combs. But she loves her hair now because her hair is
See,
nice and thick. So
and
I
that's
can
where
see
I
what you're
need to,
saying, Indigo. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
and that's where I need to be more respectful, right? Like, not seeing hair, everybody's hair, just because you kind of look like me, that we all have the same, not the same, but it's like the
Experiences.
family of, right? Like, I used to be like,
Hmm.
what are, I can do that, and let me, and then I can see there is a difference, right? So I need to be more respectful of that. But still, it's the manipulation, it's the, putting stuff in it,
Too many
and it's
products.
being rude to it. It's being rude. Like, what hair wants to stick around if you if you're over there being rude to your hair? Stop being rude.
That's funny.
With all the heat, with all the different products that
Yeah.
have like alcohol in it and all of those sulfates and
Oh my
stuff.
God.
So and the gel is a culprit. So you got to be careful of too much gel.
That
And
edge
like she was
control is the
saying, the edge control, it may look good, but if you're doing all this tension and this extra manipulation to your hair, it does mess with hair growth, for real, for real. And also, as much as we don't think about it, the type of, let us say, pillowcases you sleep on, or the type of stuff you put on your
I
hair
was just
to
about
go
to
to
say that.
bed, you got to be
Hmm.
careful about the friction from the sheets and the pillowcases, because those do also affect your edges. Little do you
Yes.
know,
Yes.
that should be a part of your hair care regime
Even though
also.
even invest in real 100% silk pillowcases, because it even on your skin on your face, it affects the skin on your face. So I invested into my, I got my own pillows because my husband is not, he's like, I ain't sleeping on just soft silky shit, blah blah blah. Excuse my language, but I have my own silk pillows and I sleep on them, and I don't put my hair in bonnets often. I don't know, that's a bad thing. But I don't sleep in bonnets often. I have my silk pillows. I let my hair, well, because it isn't a weave, so it's like putting the bonnet on top of it's like kind of smothering it to me. I feel kind of
Mm-hmm.
like, so I leave it out. I just like maybe,
To breathe.
like put in a roller, put in a bun or something. But I sleep in a silk pillowcase.
I
Mm-hmm.
need to be better with that. The bonnet or the the scarf or all this stuff. Now, I'm not rude to my hair, and that's why we get along so well, but I'm not extra kind either, right? Like it's like we coexist. We're just like, you're there, I'm here, you live, I live, we live together. But yeah, no, I need to, I guess I could be kinder, but I'm definitely not rude. I am not a bee to my hair. Like, it's just like, I have respect for you. You do your
Mm-hmm.
thing and it's okay. And I think that, it works. I have a cousin though. Oh my God, dear sweet Jesus, her and her hair and I mean, she's got gorgeous hair, great, but um, the amount of stuff she does to her hair, like she doesn't put like hurtful things in her hair, but she just spends a lot of time, touching it, combing it, thinking about it. It's like, I'm just like, it's beautiful. We all kind of, my family all has, the same uh, whatever, and but it's like you do so much for the same outcome. Like you do
I
so.
have a question, Nina, because this was a debate too I had in the other sector. Well, I already have it. Well, it was a part of it.
I'll
Now,
be
a
right
lot of
back.
people say that genetics is a factor, right? In my family, my mother's family, like I gotta tell you, I don't care if they try to find me and dox me, fuck it. My mom, of course, she was born in Trinidad, um, but her parents are African. They're Kenyan. So, and their hair is not long. Okay, my mom's exception with her. Nina, she really don't do much, but she wash every 2 weeks. She greases her scalp and she braids it. That's all she does to it, and she has decent amount of hair. But since I take care of my own hair, I did both my daughter's hair. We have very long hair. Um, Especially like I said, I don't use like the darker lovelies and stuff. I don't use none of that stuff no more. I've been away with that. I use like anything that I can find that grows from the ground. I put in my hair. So
Oh, and Mazzani is amazing. Oh, Mazzani has always been good to me, and also Care Care. Just saying. I mean, if you're gonna like shampoo, conditioner, this and that, my hairdresser uses that. I
I
will
heard
go to.
good too. I gotta try that. I'm gonna try
I'll
that.
go to the store and I'll just use anything sometimes. And I'm not even gonna say. I'm not even gonna say what shampoo and conditioner works like. Like you know because people will judge me. But basically, just go to the.
I know what I
Like it.
use. I use Dove. I don't care. They can say whatever they want. I just like the way it feels. As long as it's clean, I don't care. But that's what I use. But
Yeah, just don't overdo it. Be kind to it. Have a good relationship. Like give it.
But do you think genetics plays a part in it? That's what I was saying. Because like I have Me, besides me, my daughters, we have the longest hair in the family in my mother's side. Because my father's side is all mixed up, but they have different types of hair, so there that's a different story. But my mom's side, none of my mom's people have long hair, except for like me and my daughters. Like I said, because I don't know the way I take care of my
I
hair, I took care of their hair.
I okay, yeah, of course genetics has stuff to do with it, but less so about hair growth and more so about appearance because there's shrinkage, right? It's not that your hair is not growing, it's that we can't visually see it.
Right.
So it's not as if I think biologically there's not a huge difference where human beings our is going to grow. But if it's straight, it looks longer, or if it's has a looser hair pattern, then it's going to look longer just because there's not all the coils and the curls and the all that stuff. So it's not that everybody's hair is not growing, it just appears that it's not growing. And then I think people get disheartened about that because we live in this society that wants you to have a certain type of hair or whatever, and then they go after their hair. They don't, they they may not like their hair, so there's the emotional part of it, and then there's this trying to change it and manipulate it more so it could have a looser pattern, and then you go and ruining a beautiful thing.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I just wanted. Yes, I was curious about that part, and I don't because even I don't know because there is alopecia and there's other type of conditions that prevent your hair from growing. But I like I said, my thing is if you take care of yourself, especially with your gut, your stomach, the things you eat, the things digest in your system. I think that also is a part of it. Blood flow too. You and you exercise, you go for walks. You have to stimulate your blood flow. Nothing's gonna grow if it's not
Right.
circulating properly. So I think there's
Yeah,
like
I'm
different
with that.
factors.
That whole internal thing, that I'm with you. Have a healthy diet
100. That is so true. You
and
gotta
make
eat
sure your
right.
home hmm and
You
your
gotta.
hormones are balanced.
Yes,
Like as you get older, this and that. But at the end of the day, there has to be a core belief that I'm fine. My hair is fine. Especially if your biology is fine, you're good. It's the society that tells you bullshit. So, and if you're fighting with your hair, it's going to fight with you. If you're not being
that's
nice,
true.
it's not going to be nice back. It's going to be like what, it's how you treat it.
And
100% agree.
look at Vibrant Love's thing. Vibrant says the scalp is where your focus ought to be. Once the hair leaves the follicle, it's dead. So you gotta make sure you just like you water your plants, you water the roots. You don't water the leaves, right? You water the roots. So take care of the roots. That's where you need to take care of. Okay. Make sure
Pretty
you're
much.
oiling that scalp.
My hair loves the mango and aloe vera treatment. It is so happy. It dances on its head. Lola loves it. Like little things like too. Like sometimes like I'll when I if I leave it out for a couple of days just to walk around. I go to work like that and they say something to me at work. I don't care. But when I walk her outside like that, they're like, "My God, you get your hair. Oh my goodness, what are you gonna do with all that?" Leave it. I'm just gonna leave it. It's its natural state and it's fine. But
Hmm.
I love to pet it. I love to talk to her. I love to tell her how beautiful she is. I
Girl,
love
Okay, that's a
Lola.
to show
lot,
my
sis.
friends. And
Lola
I
is
go, you
spoiled.
go this. I swing to the sides like a you. It goes grow, grow, grow. I go outside. I don't care if it's cold or hot. Let the wind flow. So, and I go, look at you. You just flow in the wind. You just flowing in the wind. Like I do crazy shit, but I love my hair. That's why I try to keep it protected too, because I notice if I leave it out too much from the wind and the smog and all this other stuff down here, it doesn't like it. It changes its elasticity and the pattern and
That's
everything
true.
looks all it's not happy. So I try to keep it up and protect it and and I leave it. That's why I like to get it braided. I get it braided different patterns each time. I don't keep the same patterns when I braid it. And then I'm very careful how it's braided too because I don't want it tight. Like people think you're supposed to leave it tight and last long. I don't want it tight. Don't braid my hair tight because I end up getting these red bumps on my head, on my scalp. So,
Right.
I just tell them like make it, neat and not too tight. And but people look at me weird when I get my hair braided. And I only get my hair braided by Africans. I don't get my hair braided by any other group of people. I just love something about the way they braid my hair. I just absolutely love it, and I won't go nowhere else to get my hair braided. If you even look like you're not African, I won't touch you. You ain't touching my head. Absolutely, I'm just
Oh,
not doing it.
Oh, that's funny. Okay.
Indigo, Indigo, you are serious about
She
Lola.
is
I get
serious
that
about
part.
Lola. I'm just living. I haven't even named. I'm not gonna name my hair, but yeah, no, we're just living. I'm just saying, don't be rude to your hair. I didn't say it like, but okay, yes, yes, Indigo and Lola.
And I've been
We
thinking
thank you.
about
We
it,
thank you.
because you did say, make sure you take care of your insides also, because your health is also important. That's one of the reasons I've been drinking a little bit more aloe vera and stuff and doing more aloe vera treatments. And I'm saying, like, how the hell am I sick? I'm supposed to be, feeling good and stuff. But apparently it's a process, so I'll continue to do that. And I agree, whenever I do the gel in my hair and slap that cap on, and let it sit for an hour or two, my hair feels good. It thanks me, and I see my curl pattern comes back so nice.
Oh, the curl
um
powder. Yes,
it
I love
comes back so it really really conditions your hair. So that's just something. Some people don't have the patience though, so that's going to be a problem, because it's easier to just pour something out of a bottle or take it out of a jar, as opposed to going through the whole process of getting that plant, opening it, scraping out all of that gel, making sure you don't get some of the green stuff in it, whatever. But it's a process, but your hair will thank you. You see what I'm saying? Put it in a spray bottle if you need to, whatever you need to do. But take the time out to care for your hair. That's all I'm saying. And less manipulation is also good. Yes, you got to stimulate the root and whatever, but too much products, having too many products in your hair can also work against your hair growth. And that's it.
If I have to tout anything, and I will always go back to this, it's the direct heat. If you take anything from me, yes, leave your hair alone, moisturize it, whatever, all that stuff. Don't do too much. It's the use, if you have to have your hair straight, if you must have it straight, and that is something you have to do. And I do straight hair every once in a while, you know, roller set, and then the flat iron. Do not put that blow dryer to your hair. From wet hair to directly with that heat, and your hair is wet, horrible. Like I was just like, what the hell is going on up in here? And if I did that for years on end, I don't know what like I know there would be major damage. I know that.
Nina, people laugh at me when I use rollers. They're like, nobody use rollers anymore. Well, I said, well, I do. I
No,
use it, especially if I know I'm not going anywhere and I do it myself. I'm putting the
Nina's a
rollers
hundred
in.
percent
They're
correct.
like, no,
It'll
you don't
snap
need
your
to
hair
use that
like
no
a
more.
lot.
I didn't hear you,
No, I say
Indigo.
it'll stretch your hair like oh. No, I say it'll stretch your hair like a lot. Like if you blow dry it, it's 2 months. Your hair is like elastic. It feels like a rubber band. Like it starts to break off and stuff. So yeah, I own a blow dryer. I don't ever use it though. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it, but it's
I
it's
use
it,
it for my dog.
what happened?
I use it for my dog. Like,
Oh,
when she needs to dry immediately after a bathe or something. But it's like, and if I do a blow dryer, maybe I'll do it once a year or something now that I know exactly what it does, and I can, and it's an emergency situation. But I swear, and if nothing could be taken from me, and you must have your hair straight, please try the roller set method where you just roll your hair and sit under or go to your local um, beautician who does use a roller set. Like usually I'm going to say Dominicans do it and East Africans do it quite a bit. It's like just look for your local Ethiopian, Eritrean, Dominican, whatever person, and see how it works out for you, it will be shocking. You will be like, oh, okay, okay. There's absolutely nothing wrong with my hair, is what you will say.
I know 'cause Lola thanks me all the time, especially when I use natural things now. I stopped using the other products. It's just for me. It just works best for me. I don't. Nothing wrong with anybody that uses any store bought stuff. It just don't work for me as good as me making my own stuff at home, like um, like the little turmeric and ginger, and I make a little paste and I put it in the conditioner. So I let I sit it in my hair. But like I say, can't use too much of it because it's very harsh and you can dry out your hair. You just gotta know um, how much to use. I would just recommend starting off with just a little bit. A little bit goes a long way.
Yeah.
That's just what I do. But that's what I do for my hair.
I
I want to
grew
put
up
a
seeing
picture on
my
my
mom.
community wall. I'm just gonna blur out my face. But
Yeah.
when I take this out, I'm gonna put a picture of of my hair out.
I grew up seeing my mom do some really weird, well, not weird. She did like tuna. Do you know tuna? Tuna, not the tuna in a can. It's
Oh
it's
no,
a
I'm about to
similar
say
plant to the
what?
aloe vera plant.
Oh,
I don't know if it
Oh,
has
okay,
another
yeah.
name, but it's called tuna. Let me type it and see if it comes up. So she
I
did
don't.
that. It's pretty. It looks like a cactus for one. That's the best I can describe it, but it's flat, and she'll do that with the eggs. I don't know what could have ever caught. I don't know. Ooh, she did. Mm-mm. Type in tuna plant, and you'll see what I'm talking about. It is really good. Let me see the
hmm.
current name for it. Barbary fig, or something like that. I don't know if I pronounced it right. So she did that. My mom had really, really long hair. She doesn't have that much anymore. Perms and all that messed it up. But she had really long hair that she would do the egg and the tuna with, and she'll steam that with a cap on, let that go for hours and stuff. So I grew up watching her doing those different regimes, doing those things to keep her hair healthy. And her hair was really long. It's still long, but not as long as I've seen when I was as a child growing up, because it's almost at her ASS. But I think it's from there that I've always enjoyed using natural products.
Okay.
It'll take me a while for me to go out saying I'm using too many stuff from the store. I don't like it. I like everything in its natural form. I'll try that before I do anything else. The oils are my thing. Um, some moisturizer I'll use, but I will never veer away from aloe vera. I really do love it. Lovely one
Okay.
says we should stay away from the
They strip
Dominican
the
salon.
hair. You know what?
They do the best
Jessica,
blowouts.
hold on. Jessica Rabbit and Lovely One. I think. Well, Jessica Rabbit was giving advice all the way through, and she talks about the hair protection. I respect that. Let me step away from the Dominican salon. I just heard that they do roller sets. I'm gonna say, if you're gonna go to a beautician, go to a East African beautician if you want to do straight hair. Ethiopian, Eritrean. They don't do the stripping of the hair. The only reason why I even mentioned Dominican is because I heard they too do roller sets. I don't know what else they do. I don't go to them, but the roller set is what I'm saying. And if you want to go to a beautician, the places that I mentioned. So yeah, I don't know if the Dominican strain, if they strip your hair, strain, and add hair relaxer and conditioner
Yes,
to
yes,
oh
they
dear
do.
sweet Jesus.
I was
Okay,
about
well
to
then
tell
stay
I
away
you.
didn't
from
know
I
them.
was
that.
about to tell you
I
that.
only
I,
know about the
Do
blow
not
dry because
go.
they do very good at making your hair bone straight if you go
Yes,
in with
oh
your
well then
natural
forget
hair.
them, please. Let me. Yeah, I
they.
just heard that they do roller sets too. I don't have experience with the Dominican. I have experience with the roller set, and if you're gonna do that, I shouldn't have even mentioned parts of the world. But yeah, I know that Ethiopian hairdressers. Just try one. I promise you, you'll be like, what? Okay, there's because people are used to that hair texture, and so there's nothing wrong with it, and there's a feeling of there's nothing wrong with your hair, intrinsically wrong with your hair. It's a, I feel like this country may make it seem like there's something intrinsically wrong with afro
Your
textured
natural
hair,
hair.
and going to someone
Yeah.
that's used to it, that doesn't have that sort of background of like programmed into thinking that there's something wrong with it, and they just think, oh, okay, this is
It
hair.
has to be
Yeah.
straight. Right.
For someone who grew up in the tri-state area, I would tell you that what I had Dominicans do my hair in my teenage years when they had try to get it to look like everyone else, to simulate to look like everyone else. But I will tell you, first of all, you go in, your hair is thick like mine. Do not like it, even though they have, a lot of them have, not all of them, but a lot of them have somewhat, and I say somewhat, of our texture type of hair, because they are mixed up with our type of ancestry. Some of them, they frown upon that. They will try to convince you to do relaxers, or then if they use refills, they put relaxers in the shampoos and the conditioners. There's or
Wow.
keratin treatments. Yeah, they'll sneak some keratin treatment in your hair just to get it
Stay
straight.
away from them. Oh, I'm so sorry I even mentioned their name. I just heard that they I just heard that they do roller sets. Dear sweet Jesus.
I just said from experience, from firsthand experience, they do anything try to manipulate, because you paying them to get straight hair, or they'll get your hair straight, and if you refuse the relaxer, they will sneak it in, or they're, like I said, our keratin treatment or some other type of chemical to straighten your hair. And you come out like, oh, I didn't see them put it. You could smell the chemical, but when I seen them mix shit, when they do conditioning once, and that's like, why are you mixing a conditioner if it's coming out the bottle? Oh no, this is just, we have to mix different types of conditioners. No, 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 no. And then when I found out from his other Dominicans that what they do, I said, oh no, I don't go to no more Dominicans no more. You can keep that. So I learned firsthand that, and I saw for myself, like they will mix it, and they will, put it in a bottle and put it in your hair. So if you refuse it, and you wonder why your hair is silky, bone straight all of a sudden, and then when you
Oh
try to go out
God.
the hell, you got split ends and shit. Yeah, that's because they
That's
put
some
something in
underhanded
your hair.
shit.
So no, and that happened. That happened where I've gone got my roller sets, and it's like, wait a minute, why is my end splitting? Like, or why is it dry like that? It shouldn't be dry if I just got it naturally straightened. There's no way. So yeah, I know that firsthand. You stay. I wouldn't advise to go um, to get to, not to the Dominicans, not even the Puerto Ricans. If you, in the tri-state area, now if you, unless you go mind the chemicals, cool. Then or that's what you like. Hey,
Oh,
do you?
sorry, you guys. I was just bringing in my grocery box. I think I made a lot of noise. Did
No,
I?
you good.
Okay. Sorry. But
Mm-mm.
yeah, stay away from the Dominicans and the Puerto Ricans if that's what they're doing. Stick with the Africans. Like stick with the braiders from the West. And if you want straight hair, go to the East Africans. Africa's got you.
Yes, let the Africans braid
Dang,
your
I
hair.
had no idea they slip stuff in the products.
I mean, you can
Dang,
let
that's
Caribbeans do it
new to
too.
me.
No, no, no. It's been like that for years. For since I was, that's how they used to straighten your hair. Well, depends. But most of them in the tri-state area, they mix it with chemical. They mix it with chemical, and that's why your hair comes out like that. And I'm just saying for prior experience. Now, I don't know if they do it anywhere else in the country, but I do know in the tri-state area, New Jersey, New York, Connecticut, Delaware, PA, like around Philly area, they do add chemical to their products so it can straighten. If you refuse it does say if you refuse a relaxer. I don't know if they use that with the relaxer. Now, God help you if they do that, because you won't have no hair. But um they do chemical. They definitely they do chemicals in your hair. That's why I say go stick with the Africans to get braid. Now I don't mind if a West Indian braids my hair, but it depends on where. They gotta be really West Indian though. They can't be like someone like me. Not that type of West Indian. They gotta be like freshly off the boat.
Original, original ones, not the ones
Yes,
who
I don't.
half of their parents are from here. They grew up. Mm-mm. I
Yeah,
know
no,
what
I
you're
want
saying.
the original. I want someone that's from the island, that's from the continent, the motherland, to braid my hair. Otherwise, nobody's touching my hair. I don't give a shit. I just don't. I won't get it braided. I'll just put a wig on or braid my own hair underneath. But before I let somebody else um, touch my hair, I just won't do it. I learned that. I learned that the hard way, just from growing up. So that's just me. Lola don't like that. So
Indigo says Lola doesn't like it, so she listens to Lola. I've never heard somebody name their hair. I've heard of the cars and everything else, but that's cool though. She says she talks to Lola and everything. Okay. You know, treat
yes,
at the
because
end of the
Lola's
day, it
been good
all
to me.
boils. Nina fell off. Nina is busy. Once you're good to yourself, good to your hair, it grows. You see,
Yes.
also, it's not just a topical thing. It's not just outside that you need to take care of. You got to also eat properly, drink your water. You know, you got to make sure that inside is also clean as well. So that also helps with the growth of your hair. We've been talking about hair this morning. That's so, oh, we've been all over the place. But I like having these types of
Yeah,
discussions with you
drop
guys, you
down.
know?
But I wanted just to share some like some tips for me that works for me, and I always will promote natural. If you could go natural product, and definitely your gut health, what you digest, get heavy, make sure so you clean. Let this way the vitamins and stuff that you eat can digest in your system properly for a good health to stimulate hair growth. Because if you got clogged up with all types of shit, and excuse my language, in your system, it's not going to penetrate inside your bloodstream. And of course, and your blood goes through your hair. So you want to have a clean gut, a clean, healthy, system that it helps. That's I always I now don't get me wrong, I'm a chunky girl, I'm not a skinny girl, but I still eat pretty much pretty good. I do. I have my raw. I drink my seaweed. My seaweed shakes and stuff like that. So I do. Have a my stomach ain't like all hanging all to my knees either. But I have a good healthy system. I have a gut, clean gut. So I do promote that. It helps. Any little thing helps.
And that's why I'm so upset, Indigo, because I try to eat clean most of the time. So, like, I'm so upset when, certain things happen and I get sick. I'm like, I'm supposed to be okay, you know? You're doing the right
It's good to get
things.
sick though. It's good to because your body builds up its immunity. So when it sees the same type of germ, it helps protect itself. I know my mom got sick so much at growing up that my mom is healthy though now. My mom is 80, what, 83, and she's out there walking and kicking, and
Wow.
she be dancing and stuff. My mom has no
That's good to
cane,
know.
no crutches, no walker. She doesn't have cataract. She's not none of that.
What?
Yeah, she gone
Go,
through her a
girl.
lot of stuff. Yeah, my mom was overweight and everything. My mom just got sick a lot, but she's good. Doctor says she's good. She no blood pressure pills, no cholesterol, no sugar, diabetes. She's but I
What?
learned no,
No,
not
no.
I think she's 82 now.
Normally, people by the time they get to 50, you start hearing about blood pressure, hypertension, diabetic.
Right.
What? That's
No,
good.
she likes to, but she eats the same thing. Like she tells me, eat raw at least once a day. Try to eat like some kale, or some a turnip or something. If you can eat it raw though, like, or have it in the blender like a shake, a smoothie. Like have something like that. You try to have digest some type of. If you can't go all the way, because I'm not gonna lie, I just ordered breakfast. I had bacon and eggs and hash browns, but but about to make my
But when you
seaweed
can,
smoothie.
eat clean. When you
Yeah, but I
can.
do. I'm about to have my seaweed smoothie, so in about like 10 minutes. That's what I'm gonna get down. So I'm gonna make my seaweed smoothie.
I'm glad to hear your mom is doing good at her age. That's
Oh yeah,
really cool
she's
to hear,
good.
Indigo.
My father is too.
Hmm.
He's not as healthy as my mom. He got other issues,
But my mother, for the most part, no. She West Indian. She eats all her West Indian cuisines. She does. She is truly. And she also eats her African food too. But she's truly. I'm so grateful that I know that even if I catch all these colds 4 times in the freaking winter, even though I hardly ever get sick, but
Mhm.
to know that she's 80. I think she's 82, and I better ask her when I get off this. But but she don't need anything. She's good. She's walking around. She's healthy. And the doctor says she's gonna be around here for a while. So, heart's really good. So, it. I guess we could take it right now as we young too. We younger, so build our immune system up. I
Build your
guess.
immune system, right? That's true. And start early. If you haven't been eating healthy, at least try at least once a week, twice a week, to incorporate like leafy greens in your diet. That's
Yes.
that's all I gotta say.
Yeah, the cod liver oil. That's good
Lovely
too.
one, you know it. We had to take that cod liver oil, girl. It made me eat
Yes.
a lot though, but it's some. I didn't have the fish oil, but the cod liver oil,
Yeah, the
girl.
cod liver oil. Yeah, that's really good for you.
We grew up on that cod liver
Yeah.
oil.
Yep.
Okay. Thank you so much, Indigo, for coming up and sharing,
You're
about
very
Lola.
welcome. No
And
problem.
also, Nina. I'm getting stuffy again, so I'm gonna go take my shower and go to bed. Oh, she fell off already. Okay. Yeah, I was dancing and stuff earlier on while I was playing music with you guys. So I gotta take a shower because I'm feeling a little bit sticky now. So I gotta take a shower and I'm going right back into bed because I'm not on my best right now. So and I'm getting stuffy. Indigo, thank you. Oh, you fell. Indigo, thank you so much. I appreciate you clicking the link. I appreciate you sharing not only with me but also the subscribers some of the stuff you do to take care of your hair. I'm still kind of amazed by the one thing you said about using the ginger and the turmeric to make a paste to put in your hair. I think I'll try that. I'm all about trying those natural stuff, so I think I'll try that too. To put that in your hair as a paste and let it steam under the cap for a while, or if you want to do 10-15 minutes under the dryer, I'll try that. Hey, PCG, is that your new name, Pretty Chocolate Girl? Are you? Because I know I saw you somewhere. You're one of the sister wives with King Roman news. Lovely one says, I used to put up a fuss with that cod liver oil. We had to take that. And we also had to take or wash out once a year, sometimes twice a year. We call it washout. I don't know what it's called. It's a dewormer type of thing. You grew up getting that before going back to school after eating all the junk during the summer. Okay, Indigo says use very little. You got Buckley's? Remember their tagline, Buckley's. It tastes awful, but it works. Buckley's mixture, girl. Ooh, lovely one. You have to be from the Caribbean with these things you're saying right here. Let me see. Buckley. Lovely one. Girl. You took Buckley's too, girl. Buckley says it tastes nasty, but it will knock that cold out. I haven't tasted or smelled that thing in years, girl. When I say years, I mean years. That thing tastes like, you know what I'm going to say. Girl, I have some lemons right now that I'm doing. I'm doing like lemons, to be quite honest. I'm doing that. I'm taking my vitamin that way before I pop the supplement. I try it that way first. So, Buckley's, those were the days. It's gross, Jill. It's gross. And I'll never forget hearing the ad. It tastes awful, but it works. So that's the truest ad I've ever heard. It tastes awful, but it tastes awful, but it works. You hear me? Buckley's. Girl. Mm-mm. Okay, guys, we've been on here for a while talking. I'm getting stuffy, so I gotta go. I enjoy you guys. Thank you so much, Nina, for coming up. Thank you so much also to Indigo for coming up. Both ladies shared, their thoughts on how to take care of your hair and stuff. We were talking earlier on about, just taking care of your hair. Yes, it's okay to have your edges laid and your wigs and stuff. Nobody's stopping you. I'm just reminding you that your own natural hair that grows from your scalp needs to be taken care of also. Moisturize it. Do your clips every what, like 5, 6 months if you can, or before that if you can. Do your clips, do your trims so you can get rid of your split ends. It depends on your how your stylist sees fit to do it. Doesn't have to be 5, 6 months, can be like 2, 3 months, however you feel. Take care of yourself, take care of your hair, take care of not only the outsides, be mindful of what you eat and how it impacts your body. You see what I'm saying? Hydration is essential. Not only hydrate the roots of your hair, also hydrate your body. Drink water. Cut out some of the sugary stuff that you drink. You see what I'm saying? You want it to come up, Rose? Do you want to come later or do you want to come right now? Because I was about to get off. Let me know, Rose. I dropped the link anyway. Because I could come back later and talk. But I'm getting stuff here as I go. And if you're located where you could get coconut water to drink, I'm the last person. I only buy them in the boxes if I can do no better. But I'll make a way wherever I am to find somebody who sells coconut so I can drink the actual thing from the nut itself and not from a container that was sitting in a refrigerator or on a shelf. I do as natural as I can. It doesn't work for everybody because everybody's different. We're all different. But you got to do stuff that makes you feel good. You see what I'm saying? Okay, thank you, Indigo, and feel better too. And for those who are going through, you want to be on camera, Rose? You're okay being on camera? Let me know before I remove the overlay. Hold on, I can't hear you. Hold on. What did you say?
I said, yeah, I wanted to ask you a question.
Okay, go ahead.
Hey y'all, hey chat. I wanted to
Hey,
ask you.
Rose.
Hey, hi everybody. I wanted to ask you the jingles that I'm making up for you, so we can play the game. Did how you want to do this? Because I'll know the answers to the questions because I'm doing the clips for you. So, do you want me to send them to you backstage, or do you want me to re
You can what you could do is play it. So like if you have them, you know how to share your screen, right?
Nope. I don't know how to do all that. That's what I'm saying. I'm just
It's pretty easy, I could tell you.
okay. All right.
So did you want to just play it and we listen to it? Is that what you
Well,
wanted, or you wanted it to
well,
be
however you
something?
want to do it. However you want to do it. However you want to do it.
Which is easier for you? Let me know which one is easier for you, so I'll work with you.
Well, I guess I'll just play it, and then they'll have to guess it for you.
Okay, and
And
then
you,
you give the answers because you know the answers already.
yeah. So you want just 20 of them, right? Go ahead,
Yeah, we could
sir. Go
start. We could start small, I guess.
Okay. All right. That's all I wanted to ask you. I'm getting that ready for you for next Sunday, and I
Next
want
week
everybody to
Sunday.
have yeah next Sunday.
Okay. All right, that's cool.
Yeah, and I want
That should
everybody
be
to have
fun.
yeah have a good weekend. It's called Test the Jingle. I guess however you want to label it, title it.
That should be fun. And I want to also test out this thing where you can go live with somebody else. So you could be on your channel and I'll be on my channel too at the same
Yeah.
time. So
Okay.
we could
I
also
got you.
test that out too.
Okay.
So, yeah,
And
so we could
y'all have Go ahead.
Yeah, we could start off with 20 and see how it works.
Okay. And y'all have a good weekend. I'm out driving and get ready to go get some dollar store stuff and go to a beauty supply store that
Are you
I'll be
vlogging?
working. No, I'm getting ready. I start work on the 16th at a Hair Masters. It's a beauty supply store. I did a video of the place on Friday. Well, not yet, Thursday, at a place where I'll be working at. It's called Hair Masters, and I'll be working there starting the 16th. So I'll
Oh,
be
be
in working.
careful. You don't want people coming to
I
find you.
I don't care about all that. I don't
Oh,
care about all that.
Skillet says she
All that
doesn't
is.
care.
I don't care. I don't care. I really
Okay,
don't care.
okay.
Yeah, all that is nothing to me.
Oh, so
But
you're
yeah,
working at, you're gonna be working part time. That's cool. So now Tracy gave me the good news. She got a job, and you too. So that's good. Part
yeah.
time.
I'm getting ready to go there now and get me some supplies, some beauty supplies, because they said I get mine half off. So I'm on my
Ooh,
way. I'm
that's a
driving
perk.
right now. I'm trying to go get some beauty supply stuff and some more caniculon hair and fingernail polish and all that other stuff. I'm out shopping, get ready to do
You
something for
use your
me.
caniculon for your caniculon for your up sweeps that you do. Yeah, I've
My
watched your
upsuit. Yeah,
tutorial. Yeah, I've
yeah.
seen you do those.
And right
That's
now, what I
cool.
got on is right now what I'm rocking is a bun and a bang. It's all one. It's the bun and a bang unit.
How do you secure that?
It comes with clips. You clip it on from front to back, and there's a middle clip right here, and there's two clips up here that you just put your hair up in the ponytail, up do it, and you just put it, snap it right on.
Okay, okay, that's
Yeah,
cool. Well,
yeah. But
okay.
y'all have a good weekend, and ease been it out.
Same to you, and be careful on the road, Skillet.
I will, babe.
Okay. All
Okay,
right.
bye.
Bye. Thank you for coming up, Skillet. Yeah, her hair is cute, right, Indigo? Okay. All right. That's it. You know, as per usual, I really do appreciate the support. So that was Rose Skillet. Behind this, let me see what her new name is because I gotta get accustomed to that new name. Behind the scenes Bennett. So she does have on a cute little wig. She says it's a bun and a bang, a bun and a bang. So there goes like that could also be seen as a protective hairstyle too, right? All right, that's it. That's all for me. This is as much as I can do. I gotta go get myself ready for bed. Um, I gotta go. I'm gonna go sleep this one out. All right. Thank you so much, Rose, for sharing. Rose is planning to do something with us come next week Sunday. It's gonna be she has like some old jingles, some really old ones. She says it's pretty much a little game. So she'll play them, and you gotta guess which which ad or which product it's associated with, I guess. But she'll tell you more about it when she comes on here. Um, Thank you so much for the support, as per usual. I like kicking back with the smaller crowd, because it's more intimate and we can have different discussions. It's not always centered around the beef sector. It's way more comfortable this way. And I appreciate the support. I appreciate those who type in the chat, those who join the membership, those who are moderators, those who are new subscribers, those who are just a friend of the channel. I appreciate you all. Thank you again to Nina for coming up. Thank you also for Indigo for coming up and Rose for coming up to share on the channel. I gotta go. All right, so I'm breathing through my mouth. I gotta go. Bye, everyone. I appreciate you. Have a wonderful day. And I think Theme is always gonna go live earlier on. Okay? I mean, later on. I can't even think. I'm out. Bye, everyone. I gotta go. Bye, Strictly. Bye, Lovely. Bye, Indigo. Bye, Jill. Bye, Rose. Bye, everyone. I'll see you guys.